This is the morning. It's about 7 o'clock, 7:20 maybe. I'm headed off to Mussomeli for my appointment. I shouldn't be late unless I run into more traffic jams. Anyway, it's a really nice place here at Piñadoro Hotel. I highly recommend it. But I recommend it during the summer when there's a swimming pool, for example. It's empty right now, which is understandable.
While I was traveling to Mussomeli, I thought it'd be a good time to talk about a few things. When searching for a property in Italy, there are a myriad of market options to choose from. The traditional real estate market, €1 homes, and a number of others. When visiting Sicily, I was focusing on the €1 home markets, but fortunately had the opportunity to view properties in the market my consultants refer to as the superior market. In this video, we'll focus on €1 properties. I intended to make this one video comparing them both, but I opted to keep the video short for viewing purposes. On my hunt for a Sicilian investment property, I have yet to get all the answers from neighboring communities that are promoting €1 homes. And thanks to a new subscriber that owns property in Acquavivi Platani near Mussomeli, I have another hilltop town to consider. But by the end of the video today, at least you'll know what's available or the style of property you can find for €1 in Mussomeli, Sicily. Taking my own advice, I want to start by thinking about the intention I have for the property. And at this point in our lives, my family and I don't intend to move to Sicily full-time. In fact, we never even made a trip there altogether. But it's not completely out of the picture. So for this property, I want to find a property I'd be happy both living in and finding something that is marketable in the vacation rental market. For example, using it as an Airbnb in the meantime. When choosing a property, I'm looking for both a good location, targeting accessibility by car, and affordable, so that I can make a strong rate of return on my cash invested. Honestly, when entering Mussomeli, I didn't know what to expect, but was pleasantly surprised to see many of the properties in decent enough condition to renovate for a relatively low cost. Let's get started looking at some of the properties.
So I've arrived in Mussomeli and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. The address was a via, and the only one on Google Maps is Piazza. So I'm actually a little worried that I got it wrong. So I'm searching around for the actual agency that's covering that thing, and it looks like it's right here, but no one's answering on the phone, and there's no actual door that is obvious to enter. So I'm gonna go inside the city hall here in a second, but it's a nice little courtyard. The appointment's in about 20 minutes, so I got a little bit of time. Anyway, excited, but I hope I don't miss the appointment. This is where the appointment's supposed to be, if the Via Piazza situation is correct. It's right in front of the church in the main square.
At this point, the real estate agents arrived and we set off to view some houses.
Io parlo in inglese un po', ok? Così non ti confonde. No, questo parlo in inglese. This is a house that is probably in worse condition, but it's one of the €1 houses. Quanti metri quadri?
As you can see, that this property has been abandoned for some years and has nobody intending to fix it up anytime soon. So it is on the market for €1, hoping that someone will sweep in and fix what is breaking and clean up the mess. And you'll see there's 1 or 2 rooms plus a bathroom, and it's a nice little vacation getaway. Here we go upstairs for a second. The lights are dark. I had no lighting with me, so we're just using natural light as best we can. The property itself is about 50 square meters, and it's on the €1 home market. So if it's something you're looking for, a fun project, if the situation scares you, check out 1 or 2 of the other properties.
I can explain in English.
Va bene, thank you. Penso che capisco tutto.
We're moving on to the second property at this point, which is in a much better condition overall. It actually looks somewhat habitable. You can see there's this living room kitchen area and then a bathroom right here in the entry. There's an entry to the left at this point, and as we go up the stairs, we have to duck because the opening is very short. We go upstairs, we find a bedroom and a bathroom. This could be a pretty decent little vacation home. Because of its condition, the community is actually selling this one at a higher rate, even though it's on the €1 home market. I advise you to contact the real estate agents for information.
Deve chiedere permesso di abitare o qualcosa.
No, già, se lei vuole può abitare già così com'è.
Ma questo che è già il letto, tutto, no?
Sì.
Ha I servizi.
As we move into our third property on the €1 home list, we immediately find ourselves in our kitchen. And it is a somewhat small kitchen, but for Italy it's pretty decent. You notice there's some damage on the ceiling from the building being closed for a good period of time, some water damage perhaps. The stair marble has been damaged and will need replaced. There's mold growing in many places because many of these properties have been closed for 5, 10, 15 years. And they don't have anyone that's curating them and maintaining their state.
Questo sembra 70 metri quadri?
Ma forse un po' meno.
Oh, 60 magari. 60 square meters. It smells because it's been closed for a long time. But bathroom, bedroom.
You can see upstairs there is a bedroom and a bathroom, and honestly, with a little bit of love, it could be habitable after a period of time, following the regulations of the city.
So this is about 60, 70 square meters. We got some interesting stuff going on up here. I'll show you the stairs.
When I was exiting, I ran into a local that was also hoping to view the property. Apparently, they didn't realize that the house next door was for sale for €1, and they decided to check it out. Who knows, maybe they'll buy it and find the house of their dreams.
This was one of the properties of €1, but it was already sold. You can see it's been locked up, and it's all the way up to the top. From what I understand, they actually keep adding more houses to this initiative, and right now there's about 20 left. That's what they said, about 20. They're showing me properties both outside this market and the houses for €1, so it's interesting to compare. Apparently the roof and the external were done recently. Well, quanti anni fa è stato fatto la struttura?
3 anni? No, 3-4 anni. No, vabbè, 1 anno in più.
Ma è un disastro dentro, ha detto. Si vede già che è un po'...
Opero il video, farò vedere il video sopra.
Ok.
This property was remodeled about 3 years ago, and what they decided to do was dump the material that was left over from the roof and the second floor directly in the building. And you'll see why in a second, but I didn't have a chance to go up. Instead, I looked at a video, and it's actually pretty decent upstairs. There's no problems, but the main issue here is going to be removing the material that was left behind, because as you can see on the left side, this little truck, a truck or slightly bigger than this truck, is the largest vehicle that can reach the property. So it might be a little costly to try to remove everything and take it to the disposal. But if I'm completely honest, it's one of my favorites because of it just has a great aesthetic.
This was a property, a €1 property that was sold. Apparently they've already started construction on it. They moved the window to the side slightly.
And that's it for our tour of the €1 homes. There were a lot more properties available, but I spent the rest of my time looking at the Superior Market, which I'll be sharing with you in the next video. So thanks. Don't forget to subscribe. Like the video, please, because it's a big help. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. See you next time.